Hello friends, myself Seema Benade, Assistant Professor at Deshbhakta Ratnappa Kumbhar College of Commerce, Kolhapur. I welcome you in my YouTube channel. In the last session, we have discussed organizational environment, its meaning, features of the organizational environment, and broadly what is the categorization of organizational environment. So today we are going to see what are the different factors come under these different types of environment. Okay. So broadly, environment has divided in two types: internal environment and external environment. So what are the factors included in this internal environment and what factors include in the external environment, that we are going to discuss in detail in the today's session. So till today, if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. So when I upload the next video, you will get first the notification. Okay. Let's move to the next. So external environment factors. So like you can see, external environment factors has two types: general environment and operating environment. So general environment and operating environment comprises different factors. So first is general environment factors. So in that, what factors includes? So like here you can see, first is economic factor. So economic factor means which affect on organizations' ability to earn profit, organizations' performance. Those factors we can consider in the economic factors. So these economic factors include some other important sub-factors that we need to focus. So when we are studying organizational environment, it is very essential that we need to study these factors in detail. Okay. So economic factor has these four elements. First is interest rate, economic growth rate, inflation rate, and currency exchange rate. Okay. So how these factors affects on the organization performance? They affect on organization performance earning capacity in different ways. Okay. First is interest rate. If we consider, so in the all countries, they have their own prevailing interest rate. So that interest rate prevailing in that nation, that affect on organizational performance. Organizations funds raising capacity, organizations fund utilization, that depends on this interest rate prevailing in the nation. Then second important factor in the economic factors is economic growth. Like every company or organization has its economic growth rate. Similarly, that whole economy has also its economic growth rate. With that rate, we can understand whether that economy is growing or not. Every organization is belong to one industry, and this industry is a part of this economy. So when this economy grows or when this economic growth rate goes down, it definitely affect on industry growth rate and industries simultaneously organizations growth rate also. So overall economic growth rate if increases, definitely it will give positive thing or positive sign for organizations growth also. So this economic growth rate is one of the important economic factor. The next factor is inflation rate. त्याला आपण म्हणतो महागाई दर. So inflation rate is also very important factor which affect on organizations performance or earning capacity. So the inflation rate prevailing in the nation, that is very essential to study when we are studying the organizational environment. And the last factor in the economic factor is currency exchange rate. So currency, every economy, every country has its own currency. Like India has rupee as a currency. Okay, so Japan has its own currency. Then USA has its own currency, that is dollar. So every economy, every country has its own currency. And what is this currency exchange rate? Like every currency every country's currency when it is exchanged to another country's currency, at which rate these two currencies can be exchanged, that rate we can call it as a currency exchange rate. So what is the prevailing existing currency exchange rate? Whether your country's currency is in demand, okay, whether the exchange rate is changing in favor in your country's currency or not, that need to be studied and understand in the economic growth rate, currency exchange rate. Okay, then the next important factor is technological factors. So technological factor, why it is essential to understand? Because technology is that element which always changes, which never remain as it is. There is always upgradation occurred, there is always advancement occur. So these changes occurred in the technology need to be studied, understand, and organizational strategic people, they always keep their eye on this technological factor. So it is very essential in the organizational performances. Then the next important factor is legal factor. So in the legal factor, your economy, your country has come up with some legal rules, regulations and laws. So policies related to import export, policies related to public sector, policies related to MSME, policy related to Sikh industries, policies related to monopoly, foreign investment, all these elements need to be considered in the legal factor. Because organization has to run its operation within this legal framework. So the organization which are engaged specifically in import export activities, they must follow these policies or guidelines, rules which are imposed by the government. So these all factors need to be studied in the legal factor. Okay, then the next is political factor. So political factor or political conditions, again they don't remain as it is. Like in our country, all we know that after 5 years when the elections carried out, the new political party come into rule and they come up with the new rules and regulations, they come up with the new plans. So it is very essential and it is effect on organizational performance. So what are the prevailing political conditions? What about the stability of political party? And what about the impact of this political unrest that need to be studied and understand in this political factor? So when we are studying organizational environment, then all these elements need to be understand and focused. Then the next is social factor. So in the social factor, various important elements that we need to study, that is culture, culture perceptions, employee participation, knowledge sharing. These are very essential elements in the social factor when we are studying the organizational environment, because all the employees which are engaging there or they are putting their efforts in the organization, they are the part of the society. Organization itself a part of the society. Organization we can call it as a social entity. So these social factor, the changes in this social factor always need to be considered in the organizational environment study. Then the next important factor is demographic factor. So demography means study of population characteristics. So what characteristics we need to study? Like size of the population, male female ratio, then what about the literacy, what about the educational qualification. So that characteristics of the population when we study, then we can call it as a demographic study. So this demographic factor also always changes. Okay, so actually where in what area organization is functioning, the customers with which the organization is dealing, so that particular area's demographic factors need to be studied by that organization. So what about the size of population, migration in the population from rural to urban area, what about the literacy ratio, then what about the education pattern, how many population is undergraduate, how many population is highly qualified, how much population is illiterate. So that data must be studied by the organization in the organizational environment. Okay, so this is the first part that we discussed in the organization external environment. Then second part in the organizational external environment, that is operating environment. So in the operating environment, again some important factors we need to study. Like this, first is customer factor. Like you know, customer is the king. So every organization, they need to give due care to the customer. So what are the customer characteristics? What about their choices, their preferences? What is their buying behavior? That always need to be studied and understand by the organization, because your customer group may be changes after some period of time. Your customer characteristic may also changes after some period of time. So that need to be studied and understand after some periodic intervals. So continuously these factors need to be studied, because once you studied your customer characteristic, it will not remain as it is for long period of time. Like customer grows, his needs increases or his needs may changes. So according to his need, he will buy the product. So according to his age, his background, there are so many factors which affect on the buying behavior, that also need to be studied in this customer factor. Then the next important factor is competitive factor. So in that you need to study and understand your competitor. So who is your competitor? Who are your existing competitors? Okay, then what about the existing competition? How many people are there in your race? Okay, what about the intensity of the competition? Whether your competition is very intense, high intensity is there, cutthroat competition is there, that is also need to be studied and understand. Then the next factor is rivalry among existing firms. Yes, there should be a pure competition, but what about the rivalry? If the rivalry is there, then you need to be very strong in the competition. You need to take very cautiously your decisions in the competition. Then bargaining power of the customer, that is also need to be studied. So all these factors come under the competitive factors, because if you know your competitor well, there are various very big chances to win the competition if you know your competitor. So competitive factor also need to be focused. Here what is your competitor is doing, what technology your competitor is using, who are the customers which are attached with the competitor, that always need to be studied and understand in the organizational environment study. Then the next factor is labor factor. Yes, so types of workers available. What about the supply of worker? Means what exactly you need, what type of labor you need, and what type of supply is available, that need to be studied. So you can match your requirement and your acquirement. So labor factor is very essential to study. Then what about the average age of the potential worker? So that also need to be studied. Then very important part, what about the expected wage rate? Yes, what about the expected wage rate? That also need to be studied. So this factor always changes again. So according to the changes, organization need to bring changes in its labor practices. Then the next factor very important, that is supplier factor. So who are your supplier? You also need to be understand details of your supplier, types of suppliers for specific resources. Then quality of material offered by the supplier, because quality is the issue which is not actually begins in your organization, it is begins outside the organization, means your supplier's doorstep. So quality of material what your supplier is providing, that also need to be studied. Then efficiency of supplier to meet the delivery schedule, whether your supplier is capable enough to meet your delivery schedule. If yes, then and then only you can meet your delivery schedules to your customers. Then next important factor is international factors. So in that, international rules, regulation, laws, international policies and practices, international culture and environment, all these elements need to be studied in the international factors. So those organizations which are specifically in the international business, import export activities, they need to be studied this international factor. Okay, so this is all about external environment factor. Then the next part that we need to study, that is internal environment factors. So internal environment factors, these factors are existed within the organization, but they are equally important. So first factor is employee. So employee related information must be always there with the organization strategic people. Okay, then who are the employees? Apart from who are the employees, how many employees are there, number of the employees, there are some other factors related to employee need to be studied. That is employee satisfaction, employee motivation, employee morale, employee performance, employee achievement and development. These employee related intangible things need to be studied, and that is also very important part in the internal environment, because employee satisfaction is very essential. If employee is satisfied, then his morale will be high. If his morale is high, his output will be more, his productivity will increase, and definitely it will affect on organizational performance. Okay, then the next is internal management. How competent your internal management is, efficiency and effectiveness of your internal management, that need to be understood. Then organization wide strategy formulation, how they organize or how they formulate the strategy, what strategical tools and techniques they adopt, that is also need to be studied in the internal management. And next is strategic risk, designing the plans and strategies, that is also part of this internal environment. Okay, then the next is innovation, new ideas. So how your organization is strong in the innovative activities, in innovation. What about their research and development department activities, how innovative or how they bring the innovation in the product practices and policies, that need to be studied in the internal environment. Then next is financial department or finance department. So this finance department is engaging the activities related with the finance or financial activities, like raising of the funds, capital formation, utilization of that capital, then resources utilization, then providing the funds to the various activities, organizational activities and various departments. So that is the responsibility of the financial department. So how strong your financial department is in the financial related activities, that need to be studied in the internal environment. The next is human resource department. So this human resource department mostly related with the human resources existed in the organization, like human resource planning, then recruitment of the employees, selection of the employees, development, training, performance appraisal, that all human resource related activities are carried out in the human resource department. So how strong they are in these activities, that is also need to be studied every time after some period of time in the internal environment, that is essential. Then the next factor is production department. So production department, how innovative they are in their production activities, what to produce, how much to produce, when to produce, from where to purchase, that all activities are related with the production department. What methods to be adopted, so that is also inventory management, store management, that all activities related with the production department. So that departmental activities need to be studied in the internal environment. And last is the marketing department. So whatever is produced by the organization, that need to be distributed in the market. Who are your customer, knowing your customer choice, preferences, and providing that information to production department and producing the things according to that, that all things are related with the marketing department, selling, distribution, advertisement, that all activities are related with the marketing department. So how strong these departments in your organization, that need to be studied in the internal environment. Okay, so these are all internal environment and external environment related factors. Okay, so whenever organization need to take strategic decisions or new strategy formulation, that time very first thing that they need to study, that is what is their organizational environment, what about the external environment, what about operating environment, what about internal environment, what factors are existed in that, how these factors affect on the organization, what about the intensity of that affect that particular organization's performance. So that need to be studied in the organizational environment. Okay, so future strategic formulation is depend on this organizational environment study. Okay, so I hope you are very clear about this concept: organizational environment, external factor and internal factors. Okay, so if you like this video, subscribe my channel and share and like. Thank you so much.